Good day, everybody. I hope you're having a great Thursday so far. Vikram, hello. Shawn on fire. I don't know about that. Bernd, hello. Good to see you. Doris, hello. It is wonderful to see you all. After Tuesday's stream where we worked in Photoshop Beta and the new updates in Lightroom Classic, I wanted to go do some photography and do some editing. So I was excited to actually get out, take some photos, and we're gonna edit those today. But let's go ahead and knock out introductions. Mel, hello. Mel says, puts away my to-do list and tunes in the Kosel show. I am such a great distraction. What can I say? Hello everybody, my name is Shawn Kosel. I'm a photographer. I am based in Germany. If you're watching this on Behance, you can click on my icon that's all the way up there and it'll take you to my homepage, which looks like this. If you click on, oh, Vikram. I just looked over at the YouTube and Twitch chat and Vikram's Shawn's on fire on YouTube and Shawn's on fire in Twitch. I'm on fire everywhere. Thank you, Vikram. If you're watching this on Behance Live, it's going to take you initially to my live stream page, which is right there. If you'd like, you can click on the work page and check out some of the community's work under the Creative Challenge. The Community Challenge, Creative Circus. We've got part 1 and part 2 because we've got 20 artists who took part in that challenge. So make sure to check those out. Also, if you like what I do, you can buy me a cup of joe. I went through the, I'll go through this again. I have to plug myself. Gotta do it. And one of the reasons why I haven't told anybody, but I bought a Stream Deck today. So I'm waiting for it to show up. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's the MK2. MK2. Stuart, hello. So, if you would like to help promote, not promote, but support the stream and not subscribe, feel free to buy me a cup of coffee, or as Stuart would say, a German bratwurst. Or a German banger, a German, that doesn't sound good. Anyway, feel free to buy me a cup of coffee and you can get this wallpaper that I made on Adobe Live. So all you have to do is come over here, click on that asset right there, half a sausage, true. Click on that right there and you'll see the Budapest wallpaper. Feel free to click on that and thank you so much in advance. I got out of that, but let me get back in. I apologize. Lydia, hello. So you can see right there, click on the asset button to the right to purchase. And I've got a link to my streams, but you're already here. Bruce, hello and good morning, Shawn. That is exciting. Thank you, Bruce. And thank you for your support. Thanks, and I'll see you live, which I'm seeing you live right now. And if you want to check out the Adobe Live with Anna McNaught and myself, where I made the Budapest wallpaper, but it wasn't going to be wallpaper at that time, right there. Get yourself a limited edition wallpaper, then when Shawn is famous, sell it. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be getting any more famous. I should sign them. Because right now, Stuart is the only one that actually has a signed anything from me. That's an interesting idea. Good idea. Okay, if you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube, Stuart says, no, that will devalue mine. If you're watching this at Twitch or YouTube, I have a Linktree link right there. Oh, Stein over Brothammer, the best name. Or it may be yeah, I think it is Brothammer. Stein, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We gotta jump into the Discord now. Jumping over to the announcements. And this is so cool. Let me open this big head mode. So Stein actually joined the stream, I think the first time was maybe last week, and bought one, and he liked it, so he put my name on it up here. And so this is really cool. He actually took a screenshot of his computer screen and sent it to me. So that actually, I had to laugh. I really enjoyed that. So thank you for sharing that. That is awesome. And thank you for buying it. I have indeed a signed photo of Shawn. Now I have the wallpaper. These will go well on the markets. You have a signed version of this. I think it's the only photo of the boom that's out there. But that's what you've got, Stuart. So that is one of a kind. Gareth, hello. Oh, not the shnikes yet. Let's turn that off. Okay. Getting back over to Behance. If you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube or on replay, and you want to check out my links, go ahead, click on the link tree right there. It's linktree/Kosel. And it will look like this. If you want to know who I'm talking to, jump over to Behance right there. Come on over to Behance, jump in the chat there. It's hopping, it's fun. Also, I showed off my Discord. You can join my Discord from there. And we don't have a ton of work to talk about when it comes to the Discord. Mainly the community has been playing with Firefly. So let's jump into Firefly. Gareth, who just jumped into chat, Justin, hola, from Jack's Prompt Jockey yesterday, African god of war with fire in his eyes. You think I could send a poster to you so you can sign it, Shawn? Bruce? Here's a question for you, Bruce. And for everybody that doesn't know, Bruce is a subscriber. If I sent you a PNG of my signature, could you put it on whatever it is you want it on? Because we could do something like that, like we did here, when the community sent me their signatures as PNGs and I was able to put them on the wall. I don't know. Bruce, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Because the whole thing, living in Germany, it is freaking expensive to send stuff. So that's the only reason. Okay. Getting back into Gareth's Firefly work. Wow. Yeah. I mean, this one's good. I like what it's doing. I mean, like, look at this. The armor, the forearm armor, whatever you want to call it. Impressive. That one's nice. That one, wow. A bracer? Stein says, one thought about signing a PNG. Can it be used for frauds? That crossed my mind, Stein. that did cross my mind. I am a bit forthcoming on my streams. Oh, that one's cool. I mean, I don't know what Gods of War's hands look like. So it could be like clubs like that, but that's pretty cool. That's feeling very old school with the spear. That one's tough. That's a dynamic pose. I like that pose. Okay. All right. I already went through that one. So yeah, if anybody was wondering what Gareth is talking about when Jack's prompt jockey, let's go ahead and give that a quick plug. I'm going to jump over to the Firefly, and up here at the top, you see the events. This is the Firefly Discord if you haven't joined yet. And clicking on this, you will see that today, 9 p.m. Wait. No. Ugh, up here. Today, 5 p.m. I was like, wow. So CEST, Germany European Time, Central European Time, we've got a prompt jockey. And what you want to do is, let me switch sides, is you will come down here to the voice channel stage, and you can jump into there and give Jack prompts. I believe Jack is still doing it today. You can give Jack prompts and she'll make them. So, okay. No more questions. Everything is quiet. I think we're ready to get going. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, no, let's not. On my Discord, and I'm on my Discord, we have your shop links. So if you have a shop like Steven does, and we're going to specifically be talking about Redbubble, I want to make sure I let people know this. We have Lee, Redbubble, Flurry, Redbubble, Jeff, Redbubble. Okay, so you get the picture. Me, Redbubble, Kirsty, Redbubble. A lot of Redbubble here, okay? Go in big head mode for this. Myself and people in the community have received emails that Redbubble is going to be adding tiers to their artists, I guess, subscriptions, whatever you want to call it. So you're going to have a series of different tiers, and you are going to be charged for how much money you make. So definitely look through your emails. If you have a Redbubble, check it out. It seems big. It seems really big. I recently sold a poster for, I don't know, $17, something like that. It was one of the streamer definitions. And, you know, my kickback from the $17 was going to be like $2.22, something like that. I can't remember. Yes, new policy, and it'll jump in on May 1st. April, May. Yeah, May 1st. So check your emails, check your Redbubble accounts, look into it. Depending upon how much you sell, that will determine where you are in the tiers. I don't know if there's one in which you can purchase. I don't know enough about it. I haven't looked into it. I've been busy today. But I definitely want to make sure that the community is aware of it. Take a look at it. Some people are talking about closing their shops. So I don't know. Those are all your decisions to make. I don't know what I'm going to do. But definitely look into it. So, man, that's not cool. Oh, I am so torn. Everything is getting pricey now. Yes, I'm getting torn. Yes, $2. Because the markup fee, Bruce, okay, so using Redbubble, The reason I went with Redbubble is because they use print on demand. So I have no inventory. I don't worry about shipping. I don't deal with any of that stuff. So somebody purchased, let's say, a poster, and it costs $17. What they do is they say, okay, this is how much it is to manufacture it. How much do you want to make on it? So the going rate is 12-15%. So that's kind of what you're looking at. If you want to kick it up to 20% for lower cost, whatever. That's your decision to whatever you want to, what you want to make on it. So yes, $17, $17, I got $2. So, you know, I'm okay with that. The art was made. Instead of sitting on my hard drive, I was able to upload it. So I was happy with $2. You know, it's like getting, when you sell Adobe stock photos and you get 30 cents. You know, it obviously took me a lot more than 30 cents to get to the location to take the photo and whatnot, but it's just sitting on my hard drive. But the idea is if all of a sudden instead of $2, Stephen Booth, hello, instead of $2, which, you know, isn't a lot, now all of a sudden Redbubble is taking more, so it's down to $1. I don't know. The profits though, yeah. Just look into it. Stephen Booth, I don't know if you have gotten your email, but I was bringing up the Redbubble is adding tiers to their shops. And so definitely look into it. They're going to be adding more fees on top of it. So, you know, even this, coming into here, if you want to sell your assets here on Behance, I am not complaining because I don't have to do anything, but Behance takes 30% right off the top, and Stripe takes a percentage. So like under this for this asset, initially I wanted to sell it for $3. That's what I wanted. I wanted to sell it for $3, and I started making this project. I added the asset into the project while I was making it, and I put in, I want to sell it. And it comes up and it gives you a warning and it says, hey, Behance is going to take 30%. Stripe is going to take something like 2.9%, something like that. So out of the $5, I'm only getting $3. So initially I wanted it, and I'm being extremely forthcoming. I'm telling you everything here. Steven says I'd have to actually make a sale for that to matter. I've made one. I've made one, Steven. I got you beat. So that's why I moved it up to $5. I don't want anybody to be surprised like me if you decide to sell your assets on Behance and be dissuaded? Hello, Sandrine. But this is just information that I'm passing along to you. I was surprised because, like, for the subs, the subscriptions that we do, Behance doesn't take anything, and Stripe takes 2.9%. So still not more than half, not bad. Lydia, I agree, but I didn't like having to raise the price. That's what I didn't like. I was surprised, and I can't remember if I was in Umacorn's stream or who I was chatting with at the time. I think Sandrine was there and others, and so yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised when it came up. So if you decide to sell assets on Behance, don't get sticker shock like I did. It didn't stop me, but okay. Let me see here. I'm going through chat, making sure I didn't miss anything. Oh yeah. Really quick. Stein says, there's my coffee. Wait a minute, you're the... Now, Stein, let me know. This is you, right? Is that... I thought this was you. Stein is rock. Ove. So... Frank, hello. Okay, rock over is me. All right, good. I was feeling a little confused. There are times that I don't know what people's names are on the Discord in connection to Behance. So I get thrown off a little bit at times. But all right, good. Let's get to work. Okay. So, yesterday, not tomorrow. Oh, Stein is rock in Norwegian also. Okay, it is in Germany. In German. I did not know that it was that in Norwegian. Therefore, I change it up on Discord to match it. Oh, gotcha. Justin, thank you for that. Okay. After Tuesday's stream, I wanted to... Sandrine says, so Frankenstein means Frank is stubborn as a rock? Question mark? Frankenstein. German and some Scandinavian languages have a couple words in common. Oh, and yes, they are in common, but they mean very different things, such as the word gift. I would like to give you a gift. Have a gift. That is not quite the same thing in English as it is in German. Gift in German means poison. Not the same. Okay. I know I've told that story in the past, but I still find it funny. All right, after Tuesday's stream, poison in Norwegian also. Okay. Burnt's laughing. Kindergarten somehow fits the meaning in both languages. I think I guarantee we stole that from you. That's the legacy of the Sleeping Beauty. Please have that apple as a gift. Oh, Sandrine. I did not get that. I gotta move my screen a little bit. I did not get that. Wow. No, it's a bird. It's a bird, Bruce. I know that is a big brain. Sandrine says I'm making it up. But no, it's not. It's true. So, it's a bird. It's a loon. It's a loon. I believe it's a loon. Okay. So, I was inspired to go out and do some photography, so I decided instead of going up into the vineyards and shooting some spring flowers and whatnot, that I went down to the Rhine River and was shooting some of the birds. Now, I am shooting with a 300 millimeter lens. Anki, hello. I have no idea what the heck. Why does it say 250? Anki, good to see you. And so the river is quite high right now. And so I wanted to just try to get some birds. Now, the purpose that I had, that I wanted to capture, that I had in mind, was to capture a loon. That's why I have so many loons that I kept missing. Capturing a loon coming up with a fish eating it. That's what I was trying to get. That was my purpose. So for those of you they swim underwater. Oliver, hello. They go underwater and then you're trying to find them as they come up. And if they have a fish, you have to be extremely fast about it. So that was my purpose. Did I succeed? No, I did not. Now, for those of you that know Germany, that may know the Rhine River, the location where I'm at, the Rhine is 1 kilometer wide. So it's the widest part of the Rhine River. So these birds were pretty far out there. So I did not have much luck at all trying to catch anything, the Loch Ness Monster. Justin, oh, guys, you had to bring it up, didn't you? Didn't you? Now I gotta find it. On my trip to Loch Ness, and yes, that is Loch Ness, I saw the monster. Okay. Oh, cormorants? Wow, I have never heard that. Okay, so giving you a little background on my setup. I've got my lens, got my camera, and I was shooting on a monopod. So I was down near the river, and like right next to the river, the river is at my feet, and I'd be stuck to my lens, and all of a sudden I look down, and it happened like 3 times. Here's this monster swan that's like right at my feet, and he keeps coming in like he's gonna start pecking at my toes or the monopod. Michelle, hello. So I know swans can be a little mean. Mute swans are angry birds. They can be jerks, Sandrine says. So this guy would not leave me alone, and I wasn't there to photograph swans. And so Michelle says swans are scary. The swan be like, I did not give you the permission on my photo. Chad. German swans are real chads. Justin, what does that mean? Chads. He was looking for food. Oh, Stein or she. Yep. I think it was, but it was hilarious. And it scared me because they're huge. And so I just took a step back and snapped a couple. Now, again, I've got a huge lens. So it's my 200 to 500 millimeter lens. That's what it is. So these are all raw files. Geese are, yeah, I don't like geese. So, all right, back to shooting the other birds. And like the coloring of this one, I find really interesting. I don't know if it's a type of loon, but you know, that is just, Steven says a chad is an insult term for a successful man who get photographing birds, Michelle. I'm sorry. Sorry. So I found, you know, and sometimes because I'm shooting high-speed sync, like here, I absolutely missed it. I'm using continuous focus, and you know, you're hoping at some point you actually get it. And then the swan came back. I don't even know how to pronounce this, Oliver. Cormorants? Cormorants. Cormorants. Okay. So the swan came back. All right. I'll take your photo. Now leave me alone. Now, is this not a loon? I could totally be wrong in this. I thought this was a loon. I know Oliver will tell me. I don't know what you call it here. It's called, all right, hold on. Yes, that is exactly what it is. Oh my gosh. Hold on, everybody. Yes. They sit out in the middle of the river on the rocks doing that the entire time. It's hilarious. But is it a loon? Okay. Let me bring this back over here. Drying their wings? Very noisy, yes, Oliver. I didn't think it was... Okay, characteristics. No, okay. A common loon has larger bodies with shorter, thicker necks and head. There you go. I learned something new. They're the Asian birds. Fishermen use them to get the fish. Are they the ones they tie the rope around their neck? Ah. See, I did not know that. Wow. Vikram says, did you shoot on the boat or the edge of the land? The water is high right now. And so I was actually standing on an old, ancient dock, a stone dock. Let me scroll down, because one of the things that I was talking about with the swans is, like, I've never seen one until recently walk, and I was stunned at how huge their feet were. So on the boat dock, this swan came up, and you can see here, down here at the bottom, the cobblestones. So, yeah. Okay. Scroll up. Now, the entire purpose, one of the things that you are trying to do, and I'm kind of getting off track here, is hello, is you don't want just standard shots like this. You know, okay, yeah, it's kind of a textbook shot, or, you know, here's a swan. This is what a swan looks like. And these are great. There's nothing wrong with them. But when you're trying to create some type of nature photography, you want them to be doing something of interest, such as this guy. This isn't that interesting. He's just, you know, it was a bright, overcast day. He's dark. I can lighten him up, no problem. I shot everything in RAW. But yeah, not that interesting. The swan is a mute swan. You can tell from the ridiculous lumps on its head. Oh, Shell says we have lots of swans and geese here. I always hate to go out with the dog in spring because of the nasty birds. There are tons of baby birds, tons. And so the geese are hissing, and we have Canadian geese. We've got a goose that isn't not normally from here, and then there's another goose. Then we have swans, but the swans, they have their babies out on the islands, And so very rarely do you ever see any baby swans. Very rarely. So that's always a very special thing when you get to see a baby swan. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Something like this of this bird, Commodore, trying to take off. And I missed it. I wasn't prepared. But as it runs across the water and tries to take off, the wind, obviously, one thing for everybody to know if you're new to nature photography is birds, I don't want to say always, but they will always take off into the wind. So the wind was coming down the river from my left, and so the bird was a little bit to my left. So that's how come I kind of missed these shots. But like if I go through these somewhat quicker, you can see him trying to take off, running across the water, trying to get speed before he can go. Personally, I find that interesting. It's something different. Did I get a good photo? No. I love the colors that we've got going on here of this goose. I'm digging that. But the problem is, even though the wings and the coloring is I think awesome, and it would be easy to clean this up, you can't see the eyes. So the goose came over here and tried to land, and I was really hoping, Steven, yes, stop frame animation, absolutely, but I don't feel I have enough decent frames for it. But that could be a future thing. I could easily, go down. Trying to get them to land. So, not the same goose. The shapes are absolutely beautiful. They are. This was the other goose's partner that was landing. And so it was coming around and going to land again. I thought it was going to go around and land with the other goose. No, it decided to land right there in front of me. So I was prepared to shoot across the river. No, birds don't do what you want. They look like gray lags. Again, that's a new one to me, but it probably is. These are not native to Germany. So most Germans do not like them. But yeah, absolutely, like the forms, I love it. I absolutely love the forms that you get. They get everywhere. Justin says, we don't like them because they do not even try to speak German. Okay. And again, to me, this is pretty rare. You don't see a lot of swans fly. It's crazy. Yeah. There was some construction going on, so it's okay. Not bad. That is not bad. You need to come here to our wetlands to see them flying loads. I would love to go photographing with you, Oliver. I would absolutely love that. Yeah. This is a cool photo. And Come on now. You know, it's a cool photo. It's just nothing going on. Justin says, damn, that is a long neck. It is. It is. And it's really amazing. Let me hit G for grid. Different swan. But it's interesting and also a bit sad that you look at the head here and the coloring of the feathers, and then you look at the pure white of the feathers behind. Shows the dirtiness of the water. Swans always look awesome when they're flying. This definite purpose, top hat shape. So they are so big when you get up close to it. They're huge. Well, yeah. I mean, this guy was like at my feet. So and missing more birds as they come up the river. It was a lot of missing. Justin, I don't think I would actually be that mean to do that to a bird, let alone anybody. Anki, do you mean the swans? And again, coming in for a landing, and I missed it. Okay, I've got photos of the, I mean, I've got that one. I've got the eye. Like, that is, I feel, an interesting photo. Let me give that a star rating. We've got a good sharpness going on the eye. Yeah, we're gonna edit that one for sure. That one's looking good. And do water birds. Yeah, Vikram, I was showing earlier the one of these birds taking off where they run on the water trying to get enough speed to take off. They land and it looks absolutely ridiculous, and then they just like start swimming and they're like, yeah, I'm cool, I'm good. Pretty funny. Okay, and there he goes. So now he came in by the boat slips. You can see the boats up here. All right, hitting G. All right, Anki, this is for you. So again, as I said earlier, very rarely have I seen swans come walking out of the water. And how huge. I mean, they're bigger than my hand. They're massive. They're claws, flippers, feet. We'll just say feet. Swans are so cool when they are starting to fly, as it looks like they're running on water. Anki, I had this past weekend, I was walking down at the river, and again, this has never happened to me. I've lived here on the river for 5 years, never happened. All of a sudden I hear this whoo, 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 and I turn back and here comes a swan, and it's trying to flap its wings to slow down, and just like Oliver said, it starts like water skiing and it's hitting the water, and it's just this huge massive ruckus. I mean, there's no way a swan, if it's flying, can sneak up on you if it lands in water. It's like a freaking helicopter coming flying in. Just boom, boom, oh. My wife and I, we kind of stopped. We looked at each other and just started laughing. So yeah, Anki, I'm absolutely amazed. I mean, look at this. If I just leave it like that right there, it's a dinosaur. It's a dinosaur. That is a dinosaur leg if I've ever seen one. Justin says, I am living on the river as well, but a tiny one. We have ducks and storks sometimes. We have very few storks here in this region. We do have storks. There's a few in Wiesbaden, but not. You're further south than I am. But yeah. Put a photo and community artwork on your Discord. Okay. Hold on. I need to make sure this is safe for streaming. All right, where'd you put it? Community artwork. ID. Whopper takeoffs. Are these yours? These are yours. Okay, awesome, Oliver. Thank you for that. There you go. That is cool. Walking on water. That one's mid strut. He's given the order. Not Hooper. Hooper? Really? It's pronounced Hooper. Okay. This one's like, God, why are you splashing me? Now, see, this is exactly what I was talking about. Great job, Oliver. This has a huge amount of interest. First off, you have the regular swans, the beauty, which, I mean, these swans are beautiful. They're gorgeous. And especially, you know, they're iconic when they're just in the water. Then you've got them doing something that's not, you know, for most of us, we don't see very often, let alone we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them doing it, taking off all at once. And it really, it's so awesome because you know that swans, geese, whatever, there's usually one's yelling, and there he is. Hoopers only come here in the winters, so I was very cold that day. I bet so were they. They were in the water. That's a great capture. Great capture. Let's see. F6.3 ISO 1000. Wow. I mean, excuse me, shutter speed 1000. Shutter ISO 100. Lee, hello. Lee, what are you spamming? What are you spamming in my chat, Lee? Red chair in Norwegian snow. This isn't swans I have shared. Okay, hold on, everybody. I don't know what Lee's putting in. Something from his Behance. Let me open it. You can tell, for anybody new here, if you're actually part of the community and you put in links like this, you don't get yelled at. You don't get you don't get me going off on you. So very important, become part of the community. Okay, let's get back here. I really dig this, Lee. I am digging it. I'm going to leave that up for a second. Let's go back into Lightroom Classic. Go ahead, hit G. Now, this is actually quite amusing that you posted that. So recently I was on a walk, on a hike in a new area I've never been, and I just uploaded these yesterday. And through the forest, there was a red chair chained to a fence. Not that you could get there to sit in it, but it's this red metal chair. Now, obviously, there's no snow. It's not as dramatic, but this type of photography, I was like, wow. And then I'm walking along and like, here's a glove on a log. So I really enjoy this. And he becomes the chair eventually. Look how I built it. I'm Wait, you said there was a GIF. GIF lower down. Did I pass it? The last image? Really? That's a GIF? Okay. Oh, here we go. I'm digging it. Good, absolutely wonderful work. Michelle says, I always take photos of random things I come across when walking outside, sometimes very funny, sometimes very intriguing. All the elements are shown above in the images. Lee, that is actually really freaking good, because to be honest, I'm looking at this photo and in my mind, I'm like, the footsteps are wrong. Because you would have to have walked out, set the chair, and then tried to walk back in the same footsteps. Kirsty, hello. So I was having problems down here thinking like, okay, something is wrong here. This is throwing me off. Oliver, are we gonna start going down this road? This was throwing me off. Now, the only critique other than that, because you made me think looking at this photo, so you did an absolutely wonderful job. The only critique I have is my eye, because we have such high contrast with the black and white, my eye gets pulled over here. Like I'm following the footsteps like this, and I'm getting to the chair, and then I'm coming over here. It's pulling me away from the chair. I feel like if it's going to be solitude, that should be it. You should have the 2 light poles and the chair. That's my only critique. That's my opinion. Other than that, I absolutely love it. You got me. You got me. So great work overall. Perfect. Wow. Okay, let me open up something over here that Oliver shared, because the title is scary. Random things you find in the woods. Oh, okay. It's another one of Oliver's. All right. A gnome having a nap in the middle of a tree. Oh my gosh. That is great. Again, let me switch. Maybe today's going to be a short show and tell. I don't know. Let me find these properly. Oh, I don't even know what it's called, so I can't search it. No. Get past here. Not Malta. And I don't know if I showed these photos. Not Italy. Nor Oregon. Wow. I only have like travel photos. Very few. More seals. Oliver says, I didn't put it that way, by the way. It was there for ages. It looks like it. It looks like it. All right. Seen that. You've seen that. Car wreck, Manchester. No. Oh, come on. Katarina, hello. Good to see you. England, the Lake District. Nope. I don't even know what you would call these carvings that I came across. Black Forest? No. Oh, come on, Shawn. Spent a lot of time in the Black Forest. I gotta be getting close. Annika, hello. Good to see you. Dang, I got a ton of butterflies. Back in the Alps. Dang it. Wondering about his asset management system. No, I'm the issue is I don't even know what it's called. There's certain it's a I was there, Scotland or Scotland. Yeah. Bridge and Shawn together? I don't think so. Ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen, Sandrine. Iowa. All right. No. Ah, yes, there was a Henry Hoover. Okay. Let's get back at it. Oliver Lee, thank you for sharing. We want previously imported. And let's get back down to editing. And I think we got to the swan. Checking anything else out here. More swans. And I think this was the same swan that was harassing me all day. Well, okay, the thing is... wonder what I can get out of that. I like that one. Actually like that one a lot. Okay. Go ahead, hit G. And then walking back here is one of the cathedrals, one of the churches down the street. So, all right, we are in previously exported. Let's just jump into our attributes. And here are our two photos that I want to edit. So we're going to dive into this. And again, if we want to share, talk about other photos, please ask questions, let me know. And I've got no problem sharing with what the community has also. All right, let's go D for develop. And first off, I'm looking at this and it was extremely windy, but I feel it needs just a little bit of a slant. I like the crop, I like everything going on. I mean, we could almost bring this up a little bit. Down here, I don't want to lose any of this the reflection in the water, but I'm liking the placement. So go ahead, close that down. Let's jump into our basics. And normally, when you're shooting around water, light is going everywhere. Now, it was overcast with sometimes the sun was coming out, and you can see the highlights that we've got going on the feathers right here on the back. So camera right was where the sun was. That's why we've got him in shadow, or her in shadow, quite a bit. We're going to open that up. But if I tried to expose just for the bird, it would have blown out a lot of the water around it. So when you're photographing, you do want to set your exposure a little hot to make up for how dark the animal is going to be. So when I was photographing this, I was maybe half a stop over 0 on the exposure, just trying to bring this in. As you can see, I'm going to hit I, hitting I, still hitting I. You can see I'm shooting at 1,000th of a second, f7.1 with an ISO 250. So if I want to, and we may try this just for fun. In fact, we will. We will try this. But let's do it. Let's do it to begin with. Yeah. We're gonna jump right in and go straight to the denoise. Now, normally, I never play with any of the detail functions because until I'm done. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. So I'm gonna come down here to the new AI denoise, and remember, it only works with raw files. Okay, so there's not going to be a ton of noise. Let me zoom out here. There we go. Now, if anybody just saw what I did, that is the before. That's the after. Not seeing a huge difference. Oh, yes, I am. I'm seeing a ton up above, up here. Bring that down. See what we get. Okay, no, that's where we wanted it. A little bit more. Okay, go ahead, enhance. And I may buffer here. I apologize for that. We're gonna let Sensei do its thing. And because this was shot with an ISO 250, there's not a lot of noise. And something really interesting, I was on the Adobe blog website, and they were talking about the denoise, and it was demystifying the denoise. And I found it really interesting because something was explained. You know, I know what noise is, I know where it comes from, but it was explained differently in a way that I've never heard it explained. That light the protons from light do not fall evenly on your sensor when you take a photo. The example that they used, and this was really interesting, is if you took two equal size buckets, the exact same two buckets, and put them outside in the rain, over time, if you did this 50 times, they would average out to have the same amount of rainwater. But from time to time, one could have more rainwater than the other. It wouldn't always be the same, even though they're right next to each other. Rain does not fall perfectly symmetrical all the time. And so one little spot could get more water, one spot couldn't. And that's the way you have to think about light. So when your sensor, light is falling onto your sensor, certain the pixels may pick up more light and some others won't. It was explained like that, and I was like, wow, that was interesting. I've never heard it explained like that. So I thought that was interesting, thought I'd share it with you. There you go. Take it what you will. All right. First off, we're going to bring down the highlights just a touch. We're going to bring up the exposure, and I'm watching really carefully the shadows. Ooh, I am digging that. I am digging that. Let me make sure I'm working on the right one. Yep. So, as you can see up here, I am working on the right photo. So it says enhanced noise reduction. So, okay. Get rid of that. That's the before. That's the after. Arakia, hello. Dig that. I like where that's going already. Adding a little bit of whites. I'm just seeing what we get here. Bring our blacks down just a touch. Ooh, 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 I like that. Like the detail that we're getting out of this wing right here. Just using the texture slider, like look at that wing, then bringing that up. Ooh. Adding a tiny bit of clarity. Zoom out. Making sure I'm not messing up the water too much. I could have done a select subject mask, but I don't think it's really needed. No dehaze. Add some vibrance. Okay, we need to get into our HSL. Assad, hello. I'm still getting thrown off a little bit here before we get in. And I know it's not. This is a river, but this line right here coming across is throwing me off a bit. It's almost feeling like a horizon line. Close. Close. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's better to me. Okay. Sandrine, I need to go and actually do some work. Yes, I know. See ya, Sandrine. Thanks for being here. Okay, jumping in the HSL. Let's zoom in again. And first thing I want to do, click on our luminance, and I want to grab this yellow. I'm going to bring that up, and it's moving the orange and the yellow, which is fine. It's just giving that. It's really subtle. Some more? Some more? Should use the eyeball, Shawn. Yeah, I like that. Did you say that discussion about noise was on the Adobe forums? It was on the blog. Let me find it really quick, Oliver. It was... It was on blog.adobe.com, Command C, Command V. And if you scroll down, we've got the, oh, get back here, Noise Demystified. Arakia. Yes, Photoshop, well, actually Camera Raw, came back into Lightroom. Yesterday morning, no, excuse me, Tuesday morning, Lightroom Classic, and Camera Raw all updated to AI denoise. So it's using Sensei artificial intelligence to do the denoise, and it does an amazing job, absolutely amazing job. So let's get out of that really quick. Let's jump down to Photoshop Beta and zoom in some more, like that. Okay. So as you can see, this was from Tuesday's stream. So this was shot ISO 4000, and you can see all the noise that was introduced here. And then the same photo using the denoise, taking it out. Just absolutely a wonderful job. So, oh, Lydia's got to go. Take care, Lydia. I missed that, sorry. Okay, get back into our previously imported attributes. Here we go. I am liking what we've got going here. Let's check out some hues. Mom is linked into the Matrix on YouTube. Alicia, hello? Good morning. This is Bruce's mom. This is awesome. Hi, Bruce's mom. Alicia, welcome from YouTube. That is awesome. So happy you're here, and thank you for saying hi in chat. I feel kind of like I'm a little like in awe right now. Like Bruce's mom is really watching me. I thought she was made up. I'm joking. You need to teach her about emojis and throw some more emojis in. Hold on, I gotta say hi. All right. It went to Twitch too, but that's okay. People on Twitch, if anyone's watching there, they're like, huh? Who's that? That's the power of Restream. if I come up here, go to chat. So I've got two chats. I've got YouTube and Twitch. And so when I come down here and I write a message, it goes to both. You can see right there, it goes to YouTube and Twitch. I thought that was funny. Okay. She says she's so happy. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna have to try that new denoise some of my old high ISO photos and see what it can do. I'm Oliver. I absolutely agree with you 100%. I want to go back and use it on high ISO, and I also want to use the remove tool on some of my old photos. So remember, I'm assuming Oliver probably shot in RAW, but you know, when I first started out in photography, I made huge mistakes and did not shoot in RAW, even though I had the ability to. So I cannot use the new denoise on those photos from 10 years ago, 15 years ago. But thank you, Shawn. Sorry to take away from your stream. Means a lot. Bruce, no! This is the point of being a community. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. I shot everything in RAW and kept the original RAW files. Good for you, Oliver. I did not. I did not. I screwed up. So, Anki says, I've read about Bruce's mom, and I haven't had a clue to who. Now I know. Hi, Alicia. That's nice. Good job, Anki. I am digging this. I don't want to go too over the top with anything. Let's go into our effects. We're gonna give this a tiny vignette. I don't want to go anything crazy, but let's go with a vignette like so. And then let's go ahead. I'm holding down the Option key, grabbing the highlights and seeing, okay, we've got no highlights. All right, good. We've got our, everything else is set up. That may be a hair too much. Bringing that down. I want to go ahead, before we do any sharpening, I'm gonna go ahead, come up here, we're gonna grab a mask, and I wanna grab a radial gradient. Let me think this through. No, I don't wanna grab a radial gradient. We're gonna do a range gradient. So clicking on the range gradient, we have choices between our color, luminance, and depth. We're gonna deal with our color. Let me think this through. We've got the blacks, the whites. Yeah, no, we gotta go with the luminance. Let me delete all of that. That's not gonna work. Color is not gonna work. We can try it. Let's refine it. Like, I don't know why it's bringing up so much brown in the water. No, I don't like it. We're gonna delete that. We need a luminance mask. That's what I want right there. So let's refine this. We're gonna pinch that down until right there, I think is what I want. All right, we need to subtract. So I'm gonna come up here to subtract. We're going to go ahead and grab a brush, making my brush bigger. Any place where there's red that I don't want that red, we're gonna paint that away. Don't want to brighten too much there. And I may paint more away, but for right now, I'm gonna say that's good. Now, bring up the exposure. Oof. Gotta be careful with that. We're gonna add a little bit of contrast in there. Let's zoom in, holding down the space bar. I think I like that. I like that. Let's get out of that mask. The vignette feels too strong looking at it small. Let's go back in. Let's bring that vignette out a little bit. Rocky says, wow. Okay. Rocky says, wow, Bruce's mom is 92 and she watches live streams. Amazing. Send my warmest regards. Take it to a minus 11. You think? I think that's too light. I mean, I get what you're saying, Kirsty, and you're right to turn it to take it down. I like that. 16. Well, Kirsty, let's meet in the middle. Negative 16. How about that? I like that. I like that. So let's do a before and after. That is where we started. Dark shadows, and that's where we're at. I didn't want to change the color of the scene. I really don't want to do anything artistic like that. Hi, Umacorn. I just want to make the bird be seen. Kirsty says, I can compromise with negative 16. So I like it. It's subtle. It's just opening it up. So let's go ahead. We're going to go and grab our details. Let's grab our navigator, come in here to our eye. We're going to crank up our sharpening. Now, let me reset that. And this is interesting. Devlin, hello. Usually whenever you make okay, let me go backwards. Sorry. When you take a raw photo with a camera, with most cameras, at least DSLRs that I'm aware of, sharpening is automatically introduced into the photo. So that's how come the sharpening, as you can see, is automatically set here at 40. Now, usually when you make a copy and you're jumping in and doing anything like that, making a copy, it would reset the sharpening back down, and it did not. So I find that interesting that denoise did not set the sharpening down to 0. So good on you, Lightroom. Good on you. Good job, team. Not my team. Barbara, hello. Let's go down. I'm holding the Option key. White reveals, black conceals. And just trying to make sure to get those edges. I'm digging that. All right. That was screwing me up. Let me switch this up. Let's go to 200. This dot right here was messing me up while I was working with the mask. And that is actually just a lens flare coming in just off the water. So I'm okay with that. One more before and after. Before, after. I'm digging it. I'm disappointed. I shot this at a 1,000th of a second. I found I usually end up around the same point on the masking, so I made a preset for it. Which for color range? Tell me more, Oliver. I want to know what you mean. Oliver says, I found I usually end up around the same point on the masking, so I made a preset for it. Oh, the sharpening masking. Okay. I'm thinking it through. I'm thinking it through. That's smart. I don't know if it's smart for me, but it's smart. That's a good workflow. It really, God, here's the thing. Like for me, let me go ahead and hit G for, thank you, Bruce. Stuart, I would love to. I would absolutely love to have Oliver on and talk Photoshop, Lightroom, Bridge. I always seem to end up with the same sharpening settings, so I just made a preset to apply them. I agree with the sharpening because you know your camera. You know what it is that you're going for. Now, if you apply it, if you don't apply it, you can always change it afterwards. Oh, InDesign. Yes, Oliver. No, Oliver. I want to do the Illustrator. I'm gonna get booted off of Behance. Oh, story time. I am really hoping that there is a gentleman that has been streaming on Behance recently that in chat actually verbally abused Vikram. And then he wrote all of this negative stuff and about Behance because I jumped in and I saw it and I told him to remove his chat and that there are rules, moral rules that are within Behance and you have to get rid of that. And he never did, and then he just went off and started writing F Behance and Vikram and all this stuff on his artwork. Hopefully Behance took care of it. Vikram and myself both reported him, but yeah, okay, hitting G. That is not what we need here. Not what we need. I don't know how much I'm gonna get out of this. Oh no, Annika, you may actually know. Some of you may recognize who it was. It was somebody who was putting a stream up and then just letting it run forever. It was weird. It was just weird. Okay, let's just knock this one out really quick. We're gonna go in. We're gonna crop. First thing I want to do is grab our angle. And I want to make this, even though it isn't our horizon, I want to make that our horizon. Okay, Annika knows who I'm talking about. Sticking with the crop, we can actually eliminate everything that we don't need. Now, I am breaking a rule. Oliver knows too. Okay. I'm breaking a rule that I normally really try not to break. I'm gonna leave the birds in the center because I kind of dig the forest that we've got going up. We can bring out some of this greenery up here. But I definitely, we can actually, we're unlocked. I can bring this over and this will give the feel of the birds having more area to fly into. So what I'm talking about is I do not want to crop this like this. Do you use a zoom lens? Yeah, this was a 200 to 500 lens, Vikram. You don't want to make it too tight for the birds. Here the birds are looking for Mr. Shawn for the photos as it is airing live streaming, Vikram. So what you want to do is to make sure, give your photos room to breathe. You must learn the rules to know when to break them. Oliver, exactly. I am using a little bit of rule of thirds, and if I hold down shift and hit the letter O for overlay, we can actually just we can get into our rule of thirds. And what I'm doing is I'm thinking this water here where it's a little bit out of focus is going to be a foreground. We've got the layer here of our birds that are going to be in our midground, and then we've got the forest that's on an island. This is actually an island in the middle of the river as a background. Making sure I'm not cutting anything strange off in the background. I'm kind of digging that. There's no way that I would put the bird dead center like this. No, I would still try to bring it out because I don't want this guy over here to be too close to the edge. Again, room to breathe. Room to breathe. Just think of that whenever you're cropping. Cropping can be so powerful when it comes to any of your photos. So, Elle says rule of thirds and lower thirds are basic. Why I find that so funny, everybody, is L third, which they say lower third is not their name, so they just want to be called L. But that's funny. That is funny. Okay, so back in. I'm digging that. All right, I think we're good. And you know what? The nice thing, because this is Lightroom Classic, this is non-destructive. I can come back in anytime and change that if I want. The pixels are still there. So I like what we've got going on. Do we want to denoise? We can. Do we need it? I don't know. Let's see. And this is cool. This is something that I actually just learned. So if I come up and I hit the negative magnifying glass, the negative zoom, it zooms out. Now I get this crosshair, as you can see right there, the crosshair, and I can say, boom, zoom in there. That's what I want to zoom into. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Little noise. Yeah, take that down just a little bit. Would you not place them so both are on the verticals? Why slightly off to lead the way to the left? Let's jump back. Let me go ahead. The reason I was thinking about that, Stuart, and let me read his question again while this is denoising. Stuart says, would you not place them so both are on the verticals? Why slightly off to lead the way to the left? Yeah. Goose honk. Devlin. Wait a second, I'll bring up the thirds again. Just interest as a photographer. All right, let's get back into our crop. We've got our lower thirds. What now? Stuart is asking, and if I wanted to, and this is a great question. This is actually a wonderful question, Oliver. Stuart. Stuart. So as of right here with this crop, I've got this bird on that mark, which is where you want the interest. I need a denoise button for everyday life. That's funny. I almost have this head perfect right there. And it's on the vertical line here. Now, I can move them down. No, I can't. I'd have to crop it, but I could keep it up like this. And let's take a look at that. So let's close that down. Now, for me, the foreground, I've lost interest. I've lost interest in the overall piece. What I am thinking about is up here as a background. Now, what I'm dealing with, I've got a foreground, I've got a subject, and I've got a background. And I'm kind of like, it just doesn't feel, I don't know, it doesn't feel right to me. So if I come in, we keep the same thing, and we move back to the third. We lined up here, our background to the top. Now, one thing that I'd like is to bring out a little bit of this green detail. I want to introduce some color into this photo because it's very monotone. There's very little color except for the beak. That's the only color. So to add interest, I'm trying to use color by using this crop, by introducing some of these greens up here in the top. Now, having them off, so they are flying from the left to the right, is I'm giving a place for them to fly to. If you go here, it's too much of the same. You're not, it's just everything is boom, 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 and you've got no place to go to. It's just too tight. It has the same feel. Let me go ahead and lock this down. If I was to do something like this, and okay, do that. And well, let's even go all the way. Let's put them on the vertical. And I said I want background. Let's go that way. Let's do that. Let's close that down. Okay, first off, I like this. It is absolutely wrong. I like it. I'm not gonna do it because it still doesn't have a place for it to go. Like there's no, it's cramped. It just feels tight to me and it feels off. Like it gives me angst. It literally, looking at this photo, I can feel it's wrong. Like this is wrong. So let's take it and just give it even more. Let's keep the same thing. We're gonna give it room. And you know what? Let's give it so much room. We're gonna just go, we're gonna nail the bird's eye right there on that point. So this is the rule. You put your interest on those points. On this point there, the point there, the point there, the point there. Those are your points of interest in the rule of thirds. Let's go ahead. Now I feel it's overpowered by the darkness of the woods. The woods have overpowered the geese. So let's get back in and let's do the opposite. Go here. And this is one of the great things that you can do, is to play around until you find a crop that feels right. Interesting how much a rectangle crop can change a feeling towards an image. Always great to explore the whys. Absolutely agree. Is there a motion blur even a thing for this shot? The motion blur is actually done by me tracking, but it was shot at 1/1250th of a second. So what I was trying to do is, as the birds came, I was moving at the same speed with them and click, 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 click. So if there's any movement, which there really shouldn't be a lot, it would be within the background. Okay, try keeping the bird's eye on the third line, but move it up so it's on the vertical center. Okay. Yeah, this does not do anything for me interest-wise. All right, getting back. Oliver says, try keeping the bird's eye on the third line and move it up so it's on the vertical center. Move it up? I'm assuming you mean the bird. Move the bird up. That's what you mean, right, Oliver? Go ahead. Oh, down. Okay. On the vertical center. Well, looky there. That is exactly where I had it. At least with having our background. Can you move it 2 pixels to the left? I could. 1, 2. Those are big pixels. Those aren't pixels. Those are not the pixels you're looking for. Okay, now we are back to where I started. Okay, we're back to where I started, but now I feel, I think you meant to press the option arrow. Is it option arrow? I just hit the arrow. Oh, okay, Oliver taught me something new, everybody. If I just use the arrow keys, it must move about, I believe that looks like about 10 pixels. If I do option arrow, it's moving at 1 pixel at a time. Wow. Okay. Option arrow, 1 pixel. That's new to me. Okay, so at this time, I like what we've got going. How much of the forest is showing. I like that. Now we just, this bird, this goose is way too close to the edge. Way too close to the edge. So we're gonna come back in. That's Alt plus arrow for people who bought the wrong computer. We are not getting into that. We're not, we're a community of love. Community of love. We're not getting a Mac PC fight here. Okay, so we're gonna give that bird a little bit of room to grow. Let's bring, still feel, I still want to see what we can get. Let's see what we can get with the greenery up above. That right there, I'm liking. So we've given this bird more room away from the edge. We've got a little bit of greenery so we can add some more color to the photo, and I'm liking that. Okay. Let's dive into this. Go into our basics. Dropping the bomb from the bridge. We don't need to always talk about bridge. At least I hope that's not the bridge that Devlin was talking about. All right, we're going to bring down the highlights just a bit. And we really, as you can see up here in the histogram, we have no highlights. This is just such a mono photo. So, okay, wait a minute. I think the opposite way around is Photoshop moves 1 pixel, default. Okay, option. It's shift in Photoshop, Oliver. If you hold shift and the keys, it moves at 10 pixels. I'm about 65% sure of that. Elle says, does anybody else use Lightroom Discover browser? There you can share your images, edit, and everyone can do his own edit. Plus you can see the edition process. Just saying. Elle, absolutely yes. So you can do that on Lightroom. Now, first off, Elle, The only reason that I don't use Lightroom is because I don't want to save my photos to the cloud. Let me show you what's happening here. If I come up here in my CC, I go to my cloud activity, I have 100 gigabytes. 100 gigabytes. On my desk right now, I have 6 terabytes of memory. I've got, I don't know, 12, 15, something like that total. So I do not have enough room. Let's go to grid in the cloud to hold my 76,000 photos just in this library. That's not including my past libraries or other libraries. No, there's just, it would be impossible. So what I do if I want to work in Lightroom or Lightroom on the web, like down here, let me jump into here. For those of you that weren't there, these are not found. This is on, where is it? I don't even know where this is at. Maddie and I, on Maddie Belwar, on her stream, I offered to send her some photos if she would like for inspiration to paint. Sneaks, yes. So what I did is I made a collection for Maddie. Then I went over into Lightroom. Now let me move my head here. As you can see, this collection, that little double arrow means that it's syncing with Lightroom. This sync does not go against my cloud. So if I want to work in Lightroom, I can jump over to Lightroom. In fact, hold on. Let's do it. Let's jump in. And there we go. Let me open this up really quick because this is interesting. I don't know how many of you maybe got this email, but today I got an email from Adobe asking for my input about my work in Lightroom Classic, Lightroom, and Photoshop. It was about a 20-minute long survey. So, okay, yep, here we go. Let me go this side for Lightroom. All right, so we are here in Lightroom. Hey there, want your feedback, win $500. I already did it. Wow, my fans just kicked on. Holy cow, they do not like Lightroom. All right, up here at the top, you can see these are the Maddie sneaks. So I don't have enough room in the cloud. Even if I did, I don't have enough space on my system drive to upload them in the first place. Yep. Now, just so you know, yes, you can change your preferences in Lightroom so that when you upload photos into Lightroom or import photos into Lightroom, that you can save them on a internal disk. You can save them on your computer, on an external hard drive, something like that. So you can do that. You can do the same thing as you do in Lightroom Classic. So if I am going to be doing that, why should I be in Lightroom? There's no benefit whatsoever except for exactly what Elle is talking about. And what Elle is talking about is we've got, I gotta find it now. Oh, we go up here to discover. Nope. Let me try it on my own. I know. So under discover, you have your portfolio, your profile, so you can add your photos. You've got featured, so it's going to show people like Terry White. You've got people that you can follow, again, people like Terry White. And you can hit remixes where you can actually download and redo their mixes. So first off, as like Frank Beck here, I don't know who this is, But if I come in here and I can look at his edit, and if I go, oh, this is wonderful, I want to either remix, so I can actually download his photo and do my own edit, or I could save it as a preset. So it's very, very helpful if you are really starting out in photo editing and you want to go deep. Like you're saying, oh, you know, I dig this fashion, or this sepia here, and it went from black and white to sepia in this orchid. I really dig that. Or going, how did they add all this pink? You know, so if you've got questions on how these things were done, this is where you can deconstruct people's edits and learn how to get there. So it is teaching you how you can do it. Down here at the bottom, you've got your popular categories. And so let's go to featured. Let's see who they featured. If there's anybody that jumps out at us that we know. Oh, Peter. I know Peter. Okay. So this is pretty cool. You can have your photos edited, and it's interesting that if you do the survey, they actually talk about if you want to be able and I'm assuming this is going to be Lightroom. I don't think it would be Lightroom Classic, but adding like, and this is, I just read this in the survey, so you'll be able to read it. This is not a sneak. I'm not telling you it's going to happen, nothing like that. But one of the questions was talking about adding something like scheduler in Lightroom from Adobe Express Scheduler, like being able to upload your photos directly from Lightroom to your social medias. So, you know, they are looking at different ways to incorporate the community, social media, and just trying to make it easier for us. So, okay, I barely have a Mac that is working, but for photos that sounds like a great way to look after your work. Oh, wait. Oh, yep. An NAS. Everyone's talking about how they back up backups. Okay, Annika, have a great day. Thank you for stopping in. All my images and documents are on a 24 terabyte NAS and some stuff in Dropbox. Yeah. So hopefully, you know, that kind of answers your question. Also, I'm old school. I've got my workflow down. So for me, you know, Lightroom and Lightroom on the web are tools within my toolbox. Let me put it that way. Every photo that I start with starts in Lightroom Classic. That is where it starts. And if I am going to be jumping in, depending upon where the image is supposed to end up, will depend upon if I stay in Lightroom Classic, or if I take it and sync it up with Lightroom, and maybe on the web where I want to send it to a client, or that's what I did with Maddie, sending Maddie her album, is I opened up Lightroom on the web and just, here you go, Maddie, and sent it to her. So, okay. Oliver uses the 3-2-1 backup strategy. 3 copies, 2 different media types, and 1 off-site. That is pro. Okay. Before... yeah, let's stay with the global. We're going to increase our whites. kind of digging that. I like the contrast, what we've got going down here in the water in comparison to the darkness we have up here. I like that. Next off, let's add a little bit of texture and let's zoom in, making sure we're not doing anything destructive. Add a tiny bit of clarity, do not go over the top, and we can add some vibrance. Now, we've got green going on up here. First off, we're going to go in and grab a mask. We're going to grab a linear gradient mask. I'm going to hold down the shift key. We're going to pull that down and bring that just like so. Let's open up the exposure just a tiny bit. I want to see what's happening back there. I want to have a little bit of interest. We can open our shadows just a hair. Let's add contrast. And let's come down to the new curve tool. We're going to go to our greens and we're going to slightly, ever so slightly increase the green just to add color into this. So let's see. I like that. Very subtle, but I am happy with that. Okay. Oh, dang it. I forgot. I had an idea that I wanted to try. I'm going to add a little tiny bit of contrast. And I don't like that. We're going to hold down the Option key and the Reset button shows up right here under Adjust. Boom, Reset. So I can hold the Option key, hit Reset. I want that reset. Get into our color grading, not our color grading, HSL. Now, I feel there's too much green happening here. So what I think I need to do is I don't want to affect the green up top. So let's go ahead and grab another linear gradient. And in doubt, grab another one. Grab another one. Grab this one. Let's pull this up. Dragging this up to the top like so. Digging that. And back down to our curves. Want to get some... want to pull the greens out just a tiny bit. There we go. I'm going to go into our blues. I want to introduce a little bit of blue in the shadows, in the dark spots. I can go crazy. That's way too crazy. So we're going to bring that back down. And checking the eyeball. Oh, that is so much nicer. Look how green that is. It's too green. That to me, it feels a little too purple, but I like where it's going. Better than the green. The Great Goose Up, Spruce Up. The Spruce Goose. That's in Oregon, by the way. There's a museum. Very nice. All right. I like that. I like that. If you're looking, let me go ahead and get out of the masks. Zoom in a little bit. You can see, because it was a linear gradient, it did it to everything. So if I do the before and after, it's introducing those blues into the goose. So the goose is very green when it started because all the green water is being reflected up into the goose. Now, looking at before, that color just feels better to me. It's just, it feels better. I like it. So I like what we've got going on there. Let's jump back in. We need to our hue, saturation, and luminance. We want to go to our saturation. We're going to grab this orange right here. and we're going to increase the saturation of that orange. Taking a look at that. Very subtle, very subtle. We can even push it a little more. There is a goose loose about the hoose. How many geese's jokes are there, you think? Are there a lot of goose's jokes? I like that. Okay. Now, let's go ahead. We're going to jump into our masks again, and let's name it. Let's call this one our trees. We're going to name this one our waters. Water blue, so we know what we did. Going to hit OK. Next off, we're going to add a new one, and let's try the object selection. So coming over here, you have a choice. When you're doing a select object, you can use the brush and brush loosely around it, or you can just use the rectangular marquee tool. So what we're going to do is use that and just draw a rectangle. Just say, hey, give me that guy right there. Boom. Oh, that did a good job. Let's increase the exposure just a tiny bit. We are going to increase the contrast a bit. Let's add just a touch of opening up the shadows. Okay, let's break it. Thanks for showing how to use that single saturation, by the way. I don't know what you mean, Bruce, but you're welcome. We can go way over the top here. Devlin says, my geese tell honk honk jokes. Honk honk jokes. Oh, Mr. Quizzard, hello on Twitch. It is good to see you. I'm sorry I missed your question. He is asking, have you tried editing with Capture One? I have, and I wasn't a fan of it. This was a few years ago, before I became an Adobe ambassador. So, I've always used Lightroom Classic and Photoshop, and I do try to use other programs when they come out just to see, you know, just to see what's out there. And there might be a workflow that I like. I did not that time. So I have tried it, but thank you for the question. Good question. Okay. I'm okay with that. We kind of pushed it. It's not that glaring, actually. So what we're going to do is we are going to come up, we're going to duplicate this mask. So I'm going to come up to duplicate. We're going to duplicate it. Now coming to the object, what we want to do, and I like to try different alternatives to Lightroom Classic 2. Not found anything I like better yet, Oliver says. I agree. Okay. So we are going to go ahead and add to the mask. So we're going to, again, select objects, selecting object. And we're going to draw around the second guy. And boom, there we go. Now, what we can do is we can actually come to, if you look here, we've got object 1. Now, I made a mistake, and you know what? This is the wrong way to do it. So let me show you the correct way to do it, and let me delete this mask. Delete mask 1. Okay. So we've got our mask. Let me name it, and I will call it Goose. we've got our mask, we've got everything going on, we're done. Now, oh, Jeff, hello, how are you? It is great to see you. Pool Cam Productions. Hold on, Jeff. Okay. Everybody, I want to introduce to you a good friend of mine who I have not seen in a long time. Pool Cam Productions is where I used to live in near Boston in Framingham. We became friends and through photography, and it's been like 5 years since we've interacted or chatted or anything. So when I was doing a Adobe Live, not an Adobe Live, excuse me, the Facebook stream with Andrew Kavanaugh, Jeff reached out to me. And it was like, oh my God, he showed up to the stream. I was so blown away. It was so great. So at least it has been a while. It's been a long time. I'm sorry for that. And so we are going to take a look. Everybody, make sure, as you can see, I am already following. Give him a follow, welcome him into the community, and let's take a look at a little bit of his drone work. So this is really cool because Jeff was just getting into drones right before I moved here to Germany. And so it's really cool to see the progression that has happened over the last 5 years. But this is an amazing wetland. Where is this? Forest Beach. Is that the name? I don't know where Forest Beach is. Okay. Jeff says, hi everyone. Unfortunately, I do not have much posted, but I will be adding content soon. Forest Beach in Chatham. Okay. Gotcha. Very nice. Very cool. Jeff, it is wonderful to see you and chat, and the fact you showed up. I appreciate greatly that you showed up for the Lightroom stream also. So that's cool. And stay in contact. If there's anything that you need, scroll below the stream and you will see a join Shawn's Discord. I don't know if you are on Discord, but I do have my own Discord for the community. And this is how we all stay in contact, and we share artwork and share projects. So this is kind of where we are. So, of course, so cool you are streaming now. I will definitely keep in touch. Awesome, Jeff. Thank you for that. Okay, we're jumping back into Lightroom Classic. And by the way, everybody, this is hilarious that Jeff is here. Jeff, when I tell the stories about how, when you, the community, you chat, give me grief about going out to a 6-location drone shot today. Awesome. You give me grief about bridge, about not using bridge. And I tell the story about, hey, there's photographers that I know that we've discussed things, we talk about it, and they use bridge. That's all they use. You know, they don't use Lightroom Classic. Jeff is one of them. Jeff is the first one that kind of introduced me into bridge. And so yeah, that was my introduction. And obviously you can see he didn't sell it hard enough. Okay, getting back to the geese. Elle says I need a drone or two. Okay, so as you can see right now, we've got our goose and it's object 1. So if I hover over, you can see, boom, there it is. I do more video work these days, but I still use bridge. All right, so we've got our settings. We like what we want, but we need to do the same thing to the other bird or it's going to look strange. So instead of doing it the way I did it, what I should have done is just hit add. There's an add button right there. Hitting add, we can come on down, back down to object, select object, go ahead with our rectangular selection tool, and boom. Now I can see it messed something up there. It went a little bit over the top. So we need to subtract from that. So we're gonna go subtract, brush, holding down the space bar, we're gonna zoom in, and yep, it got this part right here. So we need to subtract that edge right there. Let's take a look at what we've got. Okay. Holding the space bar, moving around. Let's just double check. Got a little bit. I'm actually okay with that. Yep, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. We can go ahead, close that down, hitting the space bar, getting out of it. Let's do a before and after. That is where we started. That's where we're at so far. It's subtle changes. Again, just like the photo before, I'm not trying to change the color. I'm not trying to create any type of creative function. I'm just trying to bring the eye to the birds. I'm trying to direct the eye of the viewer saying, hey, this is where I want you to look. If I wanted to, which I don't, because I really enjoy the contrast that we've got going, the gradient, if you will, going from the brightness of the river here, working its way, getting darker and darker, and ending up back here. Now, this area up here, I'm gonna say it's too light. It's too light, it's drawing the eye. So we're gonna need to come back into our masks. We're gonna come down, thank God I named it trees, we know where to go. Clicking on our tree mask, and now we're gonna bring the exposure down. Okay, next off, we're gonna bring our shadows down. And I am digging that more. Actually, let's bring our shadows up. Let's bring our whites down. Okay. We can even come down even further, I think. Let's get back in. Back into our trees. We're going to bring our highlights all the way down. We're going to bring our whites down. Darken those shadows up. Now, the one thing that I've got to be careful of is you got to remember, I increased the luminance of the greenery. So this greenery is now looking kind of funky. So the shrubbery. So we want to be careful of that. So going back in, come back and is it? Devlin says, nah. Nah. No, it wasn't. It was the HSL. So it's what I didn't do it in the mask. I actually did it in the HSL. So we need to get into added that. No, I didn't. I swore I added up. I am really confused on the left side of the bird. I can see even the beak or the face of the swan. I am really confused of the left side of the bird. I could see even the beak or the face. I don't know what you're talking about. We've got a face and a beak right there, and we've got the whole bird there. Hopefully you figured that out there, Vikram. The bird. I mean, pink legs look like a beak. Where are they supposed to put their feet? Do they have retractable, like, landing gear? No. Bruce's mom is giggling. I am here for your amusement, Bruce's mom. Okay. There we go. We're good with that. Let's go into our effects. We are going to add a vignette. Zoom out, holding down the command and negative key to zoom out so we can see what you got going on. Don't. I like that right there. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That's nice. Okay, hitting the space bar. Get down to our details. And by the way, everybody, I've been streaming for 2 hours, so please let me know in chat if you want me to keep going, do another photo, or if you're ready to call it a day. Or if you've got any questions, make sure to get them into chat. 3 more hours is okay. L, take care, guys. I must leave you. I promise I'll be more active on Discord this week. You know, busy opening Discord is like entering a black hole that traps you. L, take care. Thank you for being here. And thanks for being in chat and asking questions. I appreciate it. Okay. So first thing that we did with this photo is we added the new AI denoise. It didn't need it, but I did it anyway. Next off, we have the before and after. Keep going, try another pick, drink, stretch. Can you turn the water blue? I already did. I've been mounting a screen stand for my second screen while listening to you. Anki, nice. I've got... Hold on. We need to... Okay, hold on, everybody. Tangent time. And Frank, I don't know if you're still here. Oh, Frank, you are. This is entirely 100% for Frank. He gave me so much grief. So... And I bet you he doesn't even remember this. Okay, so we've got my setup here, how I stream, and I wanted to show my setup. And by the way, I'm getting a stream deck tomorrow, so that's going to be cool. And oh, this is bad. I left my freaking camera cover up. I didn't even notice I did that. I just saw that. Come on, Shawn, be pro. So this is my setup that I've got going on, and I've got an inexpensive HP monitor, and you can see, I've got my light over there. Always have a Leatherman, always keep a Leatherman close by, you never know. Use a Post-it. No, it's my business card. Anki says, oh, I just love my stream deck, even if I'm not streaming. Ah, so anyway, the point, Frank, the first time that I did this, how I stream, if you look at the stand over here, and if you look really close right there, that is a Boy's Bluetooth speaker box, and I was like, Frank gave me so much grief over it, and actually so did Stuart. Gave me so much grief over that for this one I jumped into Photoshop and masked it out, turned it black. Please show how you stream in live, not the photo. I'm streaming right now. So speaking of a monitor stand, It just kind of reminded me of that. It's a what box? It's a Bose. It's a Bose Bluetooth speaker. So, yeah. Yep. Okay. I got a lot of grief for that from you guys. Where are we? We're in Lightroom. Okay. Oh, Anki. Frank says he doesn't even remember. I do. It scarred me. Oh, all right. We're gonna do. Are you sure it was me, Frank? I think it was you and Stuart. Oliver, maybe. Oliver's a nice guy, though. Okay, let's get back up here. I'm done with birds. For the birds. I know I mentioned it. Stuart, yeah. But okay, if it wasn't you, Frank, I spent the whole time in Photoshop. I was using the pen tool, and I was like, oh, Frank is making me use the pen tool. I am doing this because of Frank, and I'm using the pen tool. It wouldn't have been me. Use whatever you have available as a monitor stand. No blue cup. Was it not? No, the cup was not. No. I think I moved the blue cup over to the printer. By the way, here we go. I talked about this before really quickly, but my printer, I bought third-party ink, and my Canon printer said no. So I've had to spend about €150 on Canon ink to replace all the ink I just bought. Don't buy third-party ink. Learn from my mistakes. Sippy cup, yes. I can spill water over there on my on my printer. I'm happy with that. Oh no, I did that with my HP. Worst thing I could have done. Yep. Legendary status has dropped back to pro. Hey, I will tell you when I make mistakes, I will tell you, because I hope that you don't make the same mistakes that I did. So I had to turn a job down. Guy needed some prints, and he needed framed. I was upselling him. I was gonna matte. I was gonna go the whole shebang, and I was like, okay, this is what we got. I've got this job. I can knock it out for you. Blah blah blah. And I said, before I give you a quote, let me run a test print. Oh my gosh, it was horrid. So bad. I had to turn the job down. There are lots of people at my office using photocopy paper piles to uplift their screens, always missing paper in the photocopy machine. When I have a nice printer, I use only authentic supplies. Thanks for telling me now, Devlin. Now I don't have a printer. Oh, what did you say, Bruce? I did it with my HP. Worst thing I could have done. Now I don't have a printer. Don't tell Rick. Oh my gosh. Well, Stuart, actually, no, not for me. When I was printing, and Jeff, actually, who was just here, worked in the frame shop that I would buy frames at. So that's how we met, actually, through the frame shop. But it was because I was doing so much printing for myself. The printer itself, with the rebate from Canon, only cost $110. The ink at the time was only $130, Now it's like 145, something like that. But it's still so much more cheaper for me to do as much of the printing as I was doing. Okay, I used to use third-party inks until they blocked my print head, and it was cheaper just buying a new printer. I'm really nervous about that coming up. And Jeff says, ah, yes. All right. Okay, I do want to edit one of these. I played around with that one. Husband just asked me about third-party toner, and I said, no. I only hate the HP plays games with their expiration dates. Megan, hello. Good to see you. Hopefully you're having a great day. I am seeing... Tell me what you think in chat. I like that. I like the drips. The full head, that beak is a little bit too close to the edge. It would be that one. God dang it. Fix your zoom, Shawn. Mom loves these, by the way. Thank you. Oh, Bruce, you gave me a great idea. Oh, Bruce. I read that as black and white. I want to go black and white with one of these. Okay, I think this is the one I want to print, or I maybe print, but I want to work on. The water droplets, everything is dead sharp. I'm liking it. So what we're going to do, let's do this, Shawn. Let's do this. Let me see. Nope, I like the back tail of the other one. Holding down Command, hitting C for compare, hitting the, not the, tab button going full screen. Let me think here. Yeah, I like the select. I like this one on the left better. The back tail on the one on the right, I don't like. But I do like that this one's got more space on the head. I'm thinking. This one's too close on the beak. We're going with the select. The one on the left. Executive decision. Hitting the tab key again, bringing back. Hitting G. Okay. Bruce says the left one. There we go. So first off, let's set that. We're going to hit D for develop. Actually, no, excuse me. Let's do this. We're going to right click and let's go ahead and create a virtual copy. Boom. We are going to select both of these, and down here at the bottom above my lower third, you can see I've got auto sync on. So anything that I do, I'm going to hit develop, and now sync is off. So I'm going to turn that on. So anything I do to one is going to do to the other. So first off, what I'm trying to do, the space under the beak. Hey, dude, the space under the beak was distracting a bit. In this one or the other one? Bruce? Now you got me concerned. What did I miss? The other one. Okay, good. We're going to jump straight into our basics. I don't think we need to transform anything. And first off, we're going to increase the exposure a little bit. Let's open up the shadows. We want to really see that eye. And before we get too crazy, I mean, I really like what we've got going. I mean, the texture is just amazing. The water droplets, I love everything we got going on. I want to do a quick test. Jumping into the HSL, I'm going to go into the saturation. And let's grab the picker, and I want to grab this yellow. Or maybe let's just test it. Oh, look at that. Oh, thing of beauty. Oh, look, okay. That is awesome. I was not sure we were going to get it. I'm digging it. I am digging that. Next off, we are going to go in. Let's grab a object selection mask. So clicking on object. This time I want to use the paintbrush. Let's make our brush bigger. And we're going to paint here. And what I'm doing is I'm just telling Photoshop, I want the foreground of the swan. Forget the background. Don't worry about it. And we're just going to make a selection like so. And did a bad job. Did a bad job. So let's go Command Z. Let's try it again. And this time, I'm going to go with a rectangle. Come on, Sensei. Come on. Exactly the same. Okay, we're going to add it. We are going to just add to it. Let's go ahead, grab a brush and make it a little bit bigger. And ooh, that's too soft. Command Z. We need to bring down our feather of our brush. Wait, I think we got to brush first. There we go. Bring the feather down. Yeah, that'll work. It doesn't have select subject. This is the select subject, but it's not that select subject, Bruce. I know what you're talking about. It's not that one. It doesn't have select and mask. You know, it's better than what it was. You know what no, that's going to select. Yeah. I've got an idea of what I want to do here because we've got the yellows pulled out, but I'm afraid of blowing out the rest of the swan. Jonathan, hello from Brazil. Okay, we're going to come into our whites, increase our whites right there. Okay. Let's increase going into our add brush. Let's zoom in. Okay. Need to increase the feather now. Oh, I like it a lot. A little too much there. You can hold down the Option key to delete. And a little too much right there. looks like we got too much down here on the drips. Whoops. Option. Whoa, what just happened? It just opened it up on another screen. Okay. Locked? No. Oh my gosh. How do I get out of this? Hold on, everybody. Whoa. Escape? Okay, second monitor. Hold on. I'm lost everything. Oh, it's been forever since I've done this. Where's the second monitor? Secondary display. Oh, get back here. Secondary display. That's where we want to go. Go second. Dang it, where were you? This is, wow, this is crazy. So I've never done this before. This came up, so I'm in loop view over on my second display. So I need to unlock that. Let me see if I just, oh, dang it. Where is that? Close window. Under loop view, but I'm not in a loop view. Wow. Okay, let's go into loop view grid. Now that's in loop view. Why can't give me something here, dude? Oh my gosh. I am I'm sorry, everybody. Give me a moment, please. I've just lost my entire monitor, and I got to figure out how to get it back. Not the collections. Oh, where were you? Checked on YouTube, you locked second monitor. I know I locked second monitor. I'm trying to get here so I can get rid of it. Where does it keep coming up at? Add to quick collection, photos. Unlocked, okay. I still can't move it. Oh. I am not liking this at all. Arakia, take care. Have a great day. Why are you doing this to me? Why am I not able to get rid of you? So Windows second display. View. Second display. Turn that off. Thank you. Close that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Katarina, take care. Have a great day. That was, I've never had that happen before. I'm getting rid of this mask. Oh my goodness. That was wrong. That locked out my freaking monitor. I've never had that happen. The shortcut key, what did I hit by accident? I hit Shift, Option, Return. And everything just went horrible. Anki, have a great day. Oh my goodness. Getting back into our basics. That's okay. That's okay. All right. Let's get in. We're going to add a little bit of texture. Clarity. This is bothering me. Put duct tape on that selection. Yeah, I need to. It scared me. Go in and do a luminance range. Grab that right there. Yeah, I like that. We're gonna go subtract. Let's grab a brush, make it bigger. Let's get this out of the way. And let's just get rid of this. Duct tape. Duct tape. Honk, honk. Oh. All right. I don't like the fact that when I desaturated the yellows, it gave us too much of a gray, which is exactly what's supposed to happen when you desaturate something, is it takes it too gray. It doesn't take it too white. So we're gonna do this. There we go. Now, let's get this white. Go ahead and do that right there. Increase the exposure. Increase the whites. And we can maybe clean up some of these spots. I like how that's going better. Yep, I do. I like that better. Okay. We can add some vibrance, and of course that's only going to affect the bill, which is fine. Next off, let's go into our effects. We're going to add a little bit of a vignette. At this time, we are going to turn off our auto sync. So the background is going to be black and white. Everything will in the second image. Actually, let me turn on that. We're going to go in, grab the erase tool, and let's see how it does on feathers. Not bad. Okay, I am happy with that. We're going to turn off the sync. We're going to go into our details. And go ahead, add a sharpening, and now holding down the Option key, I'm gonna go about right there. Okay, so that was our before. That's our after. Now hitting G for grid, we are gonna deselect the first one, go into our second one, hitting D for develop, and scrolling back up to the top, we're gonna go into our basics, and we're gonna go black and white. Okay, let's see what we've got for some of our black and white presets. Since we're going black and white, let me close that down. Going into the masks in here, I may delete that. Yeah, I think I'm going to delete that. I like having a little bit more depth. I didn't like the yellow that we had going in the first one, but in this one, since it's black and white, it's not yellow. So it's just giving it more of a depth. That it's backlit, which you can tell obviously by the highlights that we've got going on up here. So I like that. Let's get out of our masks. We're gonna stay in the basics. At this point, we're just gonna bring shadows down a little bit. Let's see what we've got here. If there's anything, because I like the edit that we've got. Ooh, that's nice. No. I kind of like the orange filter a little bit. Because dealing with black and white and different filters, like the orange filter is actually blocking out the orange colors, and so it's lighting his beak up. So hitting the yellow filter, you can see it's darker, and having that right there. So I kind of dig that. So we're gonna start with that as a profile. Let's go ahead and close that down. Now with a black and white, I'm actually gonna take this down. So do you try not to burn out the highlights? Okay, so we're not clipping. Nothing, I mean, you can see we've got just a little bit, 2 spots. Erwin, hello, welcome in. I'm not really overly worried about that because I want to see the eye. You know, the concept of the feathers, you know, being so white, I actually like quite a bit. Having that silhouette almost with the true white, kind of dig that. We're gonna take this, I'm gonna bring the clarity down, and you can see what's happening is it's really softening up that photo. If we go too much, it'll get crunchy. So bringing that down softens that up. Now, I don't want to soften the texture. If I soften the texture, it takes away all those water drops. I want to make sure that we still have the texture, and with the soft clarity, I can increase the texture a lot more so you can see what's happening here. Erwin, thank you so much. Alessandra, I'm sorry, I didn't even know you were here. Hello. I don't think I said hello to you. Have a great day and bye. I will see you around. So, you know, the two together will create a very grungy feel, which we don't want here. I want to go soft, but with a lot of texture. So I'm actually digging that quite a bit. And if we wanted to go even further, what we could do is decrease the dehaze, and you can see we're getting kind of a high key feel. So I like doing that just a little bit. I'm digging that. I'm digging that. I think we need to bring the blacks up a hair. Bring up the shadows. There it is. I want to make sure that I'm getting this texture right in here. I don't want to lose it. So I like that. I like that a lot. Let's go ahead and just hit that eye. So we're going to grab a mask. Let's grab a brush. Let's zoom in. Making our brush much smaller. I'm going to paint this eyeball. And see what we get here. I don't want to go too much. Like you can see, if you look right here, you can see the tree in the eye. You can see the path that I'm standing on. I'm surprised you can't see me, but there's a lot of detail there. So I think that's too much. Bring that down. I'm going to subtract a little bit of this. Holding the Option key, I want to take this edge away. Show me the overlay. Take this out there. Lose a little bit up here. That out. Yeah, that's subtle. That is subtle. I am really digging this. Bruce, I'm glad I misread your message. I was not going to go black and white with this. I am digging this. Like everything we've got. Let's check out the tonal curve. This may work, it may not. I'm gonna bring the blacks up. Yeah, I like that. Maybe add some fake eyelashes. I am just not taken serious here at all. I'm really liking this. I don't want to do any type of vignette on this. Let's sharpen it. Let's sharpen it, and I think we're good to go. Oh, Michelle, no, you're not. I know that you are not. Do I want to sharpen this? We've added so much texture. I'm thinking this through. Yes. Yep, we are. Okay, we're going to add a huge mask to it, though. So I just want to try to grab those edges, like so. Next off, we're going to come down to the manual denoise, and we're going to see what if we soften it up with our luminance. Not doing anything. Not doing anything. So we're not worried about that. I am happy with that. I am happy with that. I did not think of which way to go. Let's go ahead and hit the tab key. Actually, G. Let's grab both of these, holding shift, hitting C for compare. Wow. Wow. I like the black and white. That one. What an absolute difference of feel of photos. Wow. Let me know in chat, which one do you like? Anybody? Anybody? Twitch? YouTube? Anybody? Igor, hello? Left. You cleaned it up? Big difference? Yeah. Well, no. Actually, Bruce, the one on the right is also edited. Both of them are edited the exact same way. Then I was able, this turned from an evil swan to an innocent swan. That's funny, Michelle. I want to false color it. It's pretty, both versions. You have to remember, both of these, let me hit G for grid. Even this one, let's jump into here, hitting D for develop. That's where we started. That's where we started with both of them. So the colored one, the editing, I did the same to both of them to get to this point. So that's the before. That's the after. Okay. So now you have to, whenever you're doing any type of editing, let me swap these. There we go. Back the way it was. Even when you're doing black and white editing, you still need to add a little bit more. Like, this is amazing. Look at the detail that we got out of the eye here in comparison to here. And I thought I pushed that quite a bit. I didn't push it enough. So, you know, I need to take it further. But we got a ton of detail coming with this black and white. So I'm happy with that. That is a good way to end. That's a good way to end. Okay, let's go ahead. Hitting G for grid. Wait, why did it select that one? Selected the wrong, where's 53? What the heck just happened? Grab the tab. Okay, that was it. Good. All right. I thought I was going crazy there for a minute. Woo. Actually, let's do this. Let me bring that up. Print 6 foot wide and place over my sofa. I think... Okay. Send the money. I got nothing to say with that, Devlin. Oh, that wasn't the photo that I wanted. I wanted this photo. Taking screenshots for my thumbnail. Okay. Let's jump back over. I think I am done today. We got Firefly stuff. Okay, I'm not playing, even though it's Gareth, I'm not playing a video right now. Stuart, thank you for sharing photos. Lee, I doubt if you're still here, you may be lurking. Thank you for that. Jeff, thank you for stopping in. It's wonderful to have you back. Every now and then, everybody remember to go to blog.adobe.com. See what's new. What's going on with Adobe? What have I missed? That's always fun to do. That's the Twitch. Lee, Thank you again for that. That was a great study to go through and look at how you made that print. I am so happy with that. Everybody, if you are new here, and you like what I do and you don't want to subscribe to me because it's a monthly fee, or you do want to subscribe to me, feel free to subscribe. If not, buy me a cup of coffee. Jump over to my Behance page and you will see Buy Me a Cup of Joe. If you click on it, it will say Buy Me a Cup of Joe, talks about coffee, and you will get this wallpaper asset. To get it, what you do is you click on the asset over here, click on that, and you can download the Budapest wallpaper. This is the photo that I made on Adobe Live, and so if you want to support the stream, go for it. I'm buying a stream deck. I need the money. I gotta pay for it. I'm paying for the stream deck in 10 easy payments, so it'll be paid off, I think, in 2025. I'm gonna have to check the file, but I think it's 2025 that it'll be all mine. 10 easy payments. I'm joking, by the way. Thank you all for being here today. It was fun. I liked going through the photos. The stream also inspires me to get out there. How many coffees do we have to buy you? Just one. Christina, hello. Just one. That's all I ask. I don't ask for much. I'm not that hungry or thirsty. Gonna be a morning zoo stream once the stream deck arrives. Morning zoo stream. I have no idea what that means. I have no clue. Not a clue. Hey, Matt, hello. Streaming here, showing you off the new tools. Oh, to cover the stream deck. How many cups of coffee? Oh, you're making me do math, Michelle. That would be 30. Now, this is in euros, so it's actually going to be more. So probably 40 cups of coffee. Now you need a coffee. No, I need a nap. Doing these streams, talking about the apps and showing off what they can do, they inspire me. They inspire me to get out there and push myself, and take more photos. So hopefully my streams do the same thing for you and show you that it's fun to actually do the edits. Do you drink coffee, Shawn? I do. I have 1 cup. 1 cup in the morning. Then I'm on to water. It happens to be a big cup. I mean, not this big, but it's a big cup. I don't drink coffee in big mugs. No. Okay. Hopefully I inspire you. The apps inspire you to get out there, take photos, do whatever it is you want to do. Use whatever camera you want. And in fact, like Mr. Quizzard was saying, use whatever app. I would recommend Adobe because that's what I'm showing you, but just be creative. So I want to thank you all for being here. It was great. And Franck, yeah, just 1 cup. This energy is all natural. By the time I had my cup of coffee, I get up at 5:30. I have my cup of coffee, I have a banana, and that's it. So from 5:30 until I stream, I think the coffee's worn off. So, okay. Bruce, you're welcome. Everybody, you are welcome. Thank you for being here, spending your time with me. I wouldn't be doing this without you. So, announcement. Tuesday, as of right now, Tuesday, I don't think I'm going to stream. I'm giving some care to somebody. I'm starting that on Monday, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream on Tuesday. Keep your eyes open on the Discord. I'll let you know if there's not going to be a stream. Either way, you'll find out on the Discord if there's a stream or not. But if there's not a stream, I'm fine. I'm just taking care of other people. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to stream. Maybe Thursday. I don't know. It just kind of depends upon how they're healing. So we're gonna go with that. But I wanted to let you know, and don't worry. I'll let you know in Discord what's happening. Okay, Michelle says, thanks, Shawn. Your streams are always a mood booster. They are. You guys make me feel so good. Michelle, you chat, all of you make me laugh. I feel so good when I'm done streaming. Tired, but good. All right, let me check. I don't know what the schedule is. Just doing a quick double check. Val, okay, 6 p.m. CET is the first stream. There's no 5:30 stream. Moo boosted. Moo boosted. I don't know what that means, Devlin. I hope so, Bruce, and yes, it is a big endeavor. So, moo boosted. Okay. I will see you in chat at Jack is having in an hour. Let's jump over. Hold on, everybody. I will see you over on the Firefly Discord. Let me give a quick shout out to Jack. So in an hour, we've got Prompt Jockey with Jack coming up. She will be running your prompts on the Discord, so check that out live. That will be in 1 hour. I don't think anybody else is streaming right now, so stretch, get a glass of water, get whatever it is you're drinking right now, and we'll see you over there, or I will be there for sure. Okay. Arm jokes for boosting moods and moos. Oh, that's funny. I like that. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I will be seeing you soon, I hope. So stay safe, stay creative, and just be nice. Bye, Bruce's mom. Bye, Bruce's mom. Have a great day, peeps. Bye.